It's Warren Freeman. This is episode 2 of the Wrestling Fanatics podcast. I will be reviewing Night of Champions that just went off the air a couple hours ago. So we're going to get right into it. All right, up first, we have the King of the Ring finals between Jey Uso and Obafemi. As you recall, in my predictions video, I predicted that Jey Uso would win because I was sure that Brock Lesnar was going to get involved, but alas, I was wrong. Obafemi won, and he won rather convincingly. I will say that they didn't squash Jey. I mean, he's still main event Jey Uso. So they gave Jey a pretty good showing, but ultimately he would get defeated. And now we know that Obafemi is the current King of the Ring. But he has not made his decision yet on which championship he is going to challenge for. So hopefully this Monday night on Raw, we get a decision. So now we got the women's Queen of the Ring finals. It was Io Sky taking on Women's World Champion Liv Morgan. And unlike Obafemi, Io made her decision right on the spot. Immediately when the match was over, Io challenged Liv to the match at SummerSlam. So now we know that that's going to be a match that's going to happen at SummerSlam. I really do want to comment on the ring work of both Io and Liv. I do not think Liv Morgan gets the credit that she deserves for her work in the ring. This match was excellent. I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed Io's high flying style. I enjoyed the heat that Liv was getting on Io throughout. It was a really cool springboard code breaker thing that Liv hit on Io that looks sick as hell. This match was amazing. It really was. I like how they played back to, I guess Liv Morgan is like a submission specialist now. That's like going to be her thing. They kind of played back with the half crab that she beat Charlotte with. Io had hurt her knee earlier on in the match, and Io did a really good job of selling that knee injury throughout, but despite the knee injury, Io still was able to hit the Spanish Fly off the top rope, followed by the over the moonsault for the win. And, by the way, Liv Morgan got cursed by Danhausen during her entrance. Well, Danhausen came out and addressed the crowd, and Liv Morgan came out and was like, hey, you owe the Judgment Day a lot of money, and you're going to pay up. Danhausen said, you are cursed. And I was like, damn, I already knew it was over. Once you're cursed by Danhausen, like, you already know it's a wrap for you. But, so yeah, Io is our new Queen of the Ring, and we already have one match set for SummerSlam. So, as I said in the match about Oba hasn't made his decision yet, but we'll see what happens. But we know Io has made her decision. So, great match. Enjoyed it. Now we get to the steel cage match. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. I predicted that Braun Breaker would win. I was wrong. Seth won. I do think Braun could have used the win here. But at the same time, with Seth Rollins winning, I don't think this halts Braun's momentum. I still think that he is going to eventually be a world champion soon. Rather sooner than later, for sure. This match was a tad bit longer than I would have personally wanted it to be. I do get that it was a blow-off match. It was a steel cage match. So, me personally, I would have chopped maybe 10 minutes off of this match, and it would have been fine. One thing that I enjoyed, well, several things that I enjoyed. I like the fact that both Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker got weapons from underneath the ring, and chairs and candlesticks sticks and tables and all that shit, and they just threw the weapons in the ring before the match started. I feel like more wrestlers should do that. As a matter of fact, it's just got me thinking. I'm a gamer. I play WWE 2K26. I'd like to be able to do that in a cage match. Like you could do it in war games where you grab a weapon before you get in the ring. But I'd like to. I think they should add that feature into the game. I enjoyed that though. I like how they got their weapons in the ring early. I love how when Seth Rollins was already in the ring and Braun Breaker was coming in, Seth Rollins was just kind of sitting in a chair, just baiting Braun to come in the middle of the ring, and they got to scrapping. And this was good. Like I said, a bit long, but one of the spots I enjoyed. I like the superplex off the cage, chef's kiss. I mean, Seth Rollins superplex Braun Breaker off the top of the cage through the table. It was amazing. Um, the finish of the match saw Braun Breaker attempt to spear Seth through another table that was propped up in the corner. Braun Breaker, ran to the table, got pedigreed, which, sidebar, it's just crazy how the pedigree in 2026 is just like a DDT now, like a transitional move. Because it literally was a transitional move. Seth Rollins hit the pedigree and then hit the stomp, and then Braun kicked out. And then it was like this dramatic ending when Braun was like on his knees and Seth Rollins went to the middle rope or the top. I think it was the middle rope, and he did like the super stomp on to Braun's head for the win. Um, I was wrong about my prediction. I was wrong. I picked Braun, but Seth won. But I'm not upset about it, and I don't think this hurts Braun. I think he still has the opportunity to recover from this and go on to be a bigger star. All right, whoop that Trick Williams, and defending the United States Championship against Ricky Saints. I predicted this correctly. Trick Williams retained. Ricky Saints did some Eddie Guerrero hijinks to get Little Yachty booted out of ringside. I will say Ricky Saints really looked good in this match. He was very technically sound. He was definitely on par with Trick Williams. I'll say that for sure. Ultimately, Trick Williams ended up getting the win with the trick shot. Towards at the end of the match, Little Yachty came back out and hit a very horrible people's elbow on Ricky Saints, and that's just about it. But I'm looking forward to seeing more of Ricky Saints. I want to see what he does going forward. This match was, I'll say, average. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems with it. Ricky looked good. Trick looked good. And I was right about it. So there's that. All right. We got the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton, defending against Jade Cargill. Let's just give it up for the championship itself, making it to a PLE. Huh? How about that? I'm pretty. Y'all can fact check me if I'm wrong, but I'm quite sure that this is the first time that the women's U.S. championship has been defended on a PLE. So, hey, congratulations for that. This match was very clunky. Like I commented on Jade's ring work in my prediction video as of late, and it has gotten better, but it's just something about her that's just, I don't know what it is. A lot of moves just looked clunky. That's like the only adjective that I could use to describe it. Um, Tiffany's strikes were kind of weak. I've noticed her punching in particular. I did not like her strikes. It did not look convincing. And this match had a lot of outside interference. And I think that brought it down. I do enjoy Chelsea Green getting involved. You knew Jade's baddies were going to get involved. Charlotte made a surprise return, ultimately getting hold of the belt and cracking Jade in the skull with it. And then that was, after that happened, that's when Tiffany Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault. Two moonsault finishes tonight. That's a little that's something. I think EO's moonsault's better, but that's just me. But yeah, I think that the real story here is Charlotte and Jade. I think that's going to be the money match heading into SummerSlam. And I think this match was used as a way to set that up. I don't think it really made Tiffany Stratton like I did predict for her to retain, and she did, but not in the way that I would have wanted her to. It didn't make Tiffany look strong with all the outside interference. Granted, Jade's baddies got involved first, and then Chelsea Green came out, and then Charlotte came out to even the odds. But I would have liked to have seen a cleaner win for Tiffany Stratton, and that's my real complaint about that match. And the main event. I have no words. I mean, I'll just kill to finish. Sami Zayn is our new WWE champion. And I was just not expecting that. And I don't know how to feel. I don't. Like, I know that, Night of Champions was in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh. I feel like with WrestleMania being in Riyadh next year, I feel like maybe that would have been a better time to have Sammy win the belt. But nonetheless, the crowd went nuts, as you would expect them to, giving Sammy's culture and all that. The match was fantastic. A triple threat matches usually, a good triple threat match uses all three members. Sometimes you have a triple threat match where it's like you got wrestler C is taken out while wrestler A and B work, and then wrestler B gets taken out, and then wrestler A and C work. No, these guys were all intertwined all throughout the match, and it was really enjoyable. My favorite part of the match was Cody hit a double crossroads on Gunther and Sami Zayn at the same time. And then Gunther sold to the floor. And then this was the ending of the match. Cody was going to go for the Crossroads Trinity. He had Sammy hooked. Sammy ducked down, scooped Cody up, pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And lo and behold, we have a new WWE champion. So now, what does this mean for the King of the Ring? So we know Oba hasn't made his decision yet. And with Oba, it's like, all right, is he gonna? He's still talking about Brock. So there's the Brock option at SummerSlam. It's in Brock's hometown, I do believe. And then you could pick Roman Reigns, or do you go after Sami Zayn? But here's my thing. In my opinion, I don't think Sami Zayn is making it to SummerSlam as WWE champion. I really don't. I just got a weird feeling that he's not going to make it to SummerSlam as champion. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my review. Overall, I have to give this show, I'll say out of 5, I will give it a 4. Like, this was an enjoyable show. I mean, the match that I disliked the most would probably be Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill due to all the outside interference. But if you take that away, Jade's clunkiness away, the match was still solid. So I will give this a straight 4 out of 5. It was a great show. I'm looking forward to Saturday Night Main Events. I believe that is the next PLE coming up, and then SummerSlam after that. I want to try to post some more content, maybe watch some old PLEs and review those. And that's pretty much going to be it for me. I am signing out. You guys have a blessed night.